What if everything you thought you knew about the ancient world was just the tip of the iceberg? We all know the names: Tyrannosaurus rex, Megalodon, Triceratops. They are the titans of prehistory, the stars of museums and movies. But what if the true rulers of the ancient earth were creatures we have no name for? What if, beyond the well-lit stage of the fossil record, a darker, more terrifying ecosystem thrived in the shadows? Prepare to open the primeval vault, because we're going hunting for monsters that history forgot. Look around us. The story of life on Earth is written in stone, in the fossilized bones of colossal beasts. But this record is incomplete. It's a book with most of its pages torn out. We have fragments, whispers, cryptic clues that point to something more. Mysterious, massive bite marks on the bones of a T-Rex that don't match any known predator. Strange swirling patterns in ancient seabeds, as if something immense had been nesting there. Cave paintings from our earliest ancestors depicting creatures that look nothing like the mammoths and saber-toothed cats we know they hunted. These aren't just anomalies. They are breadcrumbs leading us into a hidden world, a realm of unnamed prehistoric monsters. We aren't just talking about bigger dinosaurs. We're talking about beings that defy our neat classifications. Things that lurked in the abyssal deep and the crushing darkness beneath the earth. Beings we call the shadow dwellers. Paleontologists often speak of a complete tree of life, but there are entire branches missing. These are what some call the ghost lineages, forms of life that thrived, dominated, and then vanished, leaving almost no trace behind. Why? Perhaps their bodies were too soft to fossilize. Perhaps they lived and died in environments like the deep sea or subterranean caverns, where their remains were recycled back into the ecosystem before they could ever turn to stone. Imagine a creature from the crushing pressures of the deepest ocean trenches, a true leviathan whose very existence was tied to the abyss. Such a being would never surface. Its body would be destroyed by the change in pressure, its bones ground to dust on the seafloor. All we might ever find is a strange chemical signature in the sediment, or a colossal gouge mark on a deep-sea volcanic vent. These aren't just creatures. They are phantom branches of evolution, a testament to life's incredible and sometimes terrifying adaptability. They are the ghosts in the machine of natural history. We have to expand our search beyond bones. Let's talk about cryptofossils. These are the most tantalizing and frustrating clues of all. Think of them as prehistoric crime scenes without a body. Imagine walking through an ancient petrified mudflat and seeing a set of tracks. But these tracks are 20 feet wide, and the stride between them is 100 feet. No known creature, bipedal or quadrupedal, could have made them. What do you call the animal that left them behind? Or consider the strange, symmetrical boreholes that puncture miles of bedrock deep underground, formations that defy simple geological explanations. Could these be the burrows of some colossal, worm-like horror that swam through solid rock? These ambiguous markings, these colossal tracks, these geological disturbances, they are the silent testimony of the shadow dwellers. They scream of a presence so massive, so alien, that it literally reshaped the world around it, leaving behind only the faintest echo of its passage. So, How could such enormous, powerful creatures exist without leaving a mountain of fossil evidence? It all comes down to their ecological niche. The Earth is not a uniform environment. Fossilization requires very specific conditions: rapid burial, the right kind of sediment, and a lack of scavengers. Now, imagine a super predator that lived exclusively in the planet's vast altitude mountain ranges. When it died, its body would likely be torn apart by the elements and scavengers long before it could be buried. Or what about a creature that lived in the planet's most acidic swamps, where its bones would dissolve before they had a chance to fossilize? These extreme environments could have been the kingdoms of apex predators we've never dreamed of. They thrived where the fossil record couldn't reach, ruling vast, unexplored territories, using circumstantial evidence and advanced paleontological speculation. We can begin to reconstruct these monstrous phantoms. We can use CGI to breathe life into a deep-sea titan, its body covered in bioluminescent lures, or a subterranean behemoth that navigated by sound in the eternal darkness. These visualizations aren't fantasy. They are educated guesses, attempts to give a face to the true, unseen rulers of ancient Earth. For too long, we've crowned the T-Rex as the king, but maybe, just maybe, the T-Rex was only the king of its own small, well-lit corner of the world. The real emperors held dominion over the shadows. This might sound like ancient history, but the echoes of these creatures might be closer than we think. Look at the myths and legends that persist across every culture on Earth. Dragons, giant sea serpents, krakens, creatures that burrow through the earth. Where did these stories come from? While many are surely products of human imagination, could some of them be a kind of cultural echo, a deeply ingrained ancestral memory of real monsters our distant relatives once faced? Perhaps the legend of a dragon guarding a mountain pass isn't just a story, but a distorted memory of a real, oil-tattooed apex predator. Perhaps the tales of sea monsters that could swallow ships whole are faint recollections of true oceanic leviathans. The chilling possibility is that these aren't just echoes. What if some trace of these shadow dwellers or their descendants still exists? Earth's deepest oceans remain almost entirely unexplored. We know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the bottom of the Mariana Trench. The vast cave systems beneath our continents are a mystery. Could something have survived down there in the cold, dark, crushing pressure? Could some of the unexplained seismic activity, the strange deep-sea sounds like the bloop, be the stirrings of something ancient? Something that has been waiting in the deep for a very, very long time. The quest to find these unnamed monsters is no longer just speculation. It's an active, ongoing scientific pursuit. We are pushing the boundaries of exploration further than ever before. Deep-sea submersibles are now diving into the abyssal plains, equipped with high-definition cameras and sonar that can map the darkness. Scientists are using LiDAR technology to scan through dense jungle canopies, revealing ancient geological formations and structures hidden beneath. Core samples drilled from miles beneath the Antarctic ice could hold DNA evidence of life forms that have been locked away for millions of years. Each new discovery, each new piece of data brings us one step closer to potentially unveiling one of these hidden titans. This journey into the deep past is a humbling one. It reminds us that our knowledge of Earth's history is a flickering candle in an immense darkness. For every creature we've named and catalogued, there could be 100 or a thousand that remain unknown. Their stories lost to time. The history of our planet is not a closed book. It's a vast, terrifying, and beautiful library, and we've only just begun to read the first page. So next time you look at a mountain range or stare out at the deep ocean, take a moment, ponder the untold stories, the unwritten chapters of prehistory, and listen very carefully for the unanswered roar that still echoes from the shadows beneath our feet. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. If you are captivated by the mystery of the Shadow Dwellers, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have so many more primeval vaults to unlock. Let us know in the comments which of these theoretical monsters you find the most terrifying. Until next time, keep questioning and keep exploring.